Hello. I don't know how well you can hear me or not, but I just thought I'd give you a quick hello and show you that I don't always sit inside or in my car. I'm currently sat on a bench at a hospital, waiting for mum. She's got an appointment, but found a nice parking spot, bench nearby. Sun is absolutely glorious, so I'm sitting outside, getting some vitamin D, looking incredibly pasty white as usual. Actually, looking slightly hobo-esque. I've got a grey shirt on and grey trackies with bloody Crocs on them. I pulled my trackies up to my knees because it's nice and warm and I didn't wear shorts. So I'm looking a bit bum-esque, especially with the hair and the beard, so probably why I'm getting a bit funny looks, but it is what it is. But I just thought I'd say hello, and hope you're enjoying this glorious weather as much as I am. This will be continued. Hello, hello, hello. It is I. I'm no longer sat in the sun, as you can tell. That was a few days ago, but it was still nice. I am sat at my desk at home, working from home currently, because I have returned to work. I returned to work yesterday, which was Tuesday. It's bank holiday Monday, so I got that extra day, which was nice. But yeah, I have returned to work now. I'm on a phased return, which is good. I am doing 3 hours a day for the next couple of days, and seems to be the best route forward. I did 3 hours yesterday and then slept for 3 hours, so that's an indicator of how my body is still healing, which I didn't really think it was, but apparently it still is. Physically and mentally, I'm still drained quite easily, so that's an interesting lesson that I've learnt. Just thought I'd catch up because I haven't really filmed this week or last week. Like I said, I was at the hospital with Mum the other day, which is the start of this video, which is me nicely sitting in the sun enjoying myself. Now I'm sat at the desk. But it's been a pretty good week so far. I managed to go to church on Sunday, which I haven't done in a while. My foot is working again, which is nice. So I've been able to walk around and be a bit more sort of physical in what I've been doing, walking, standing and whatnot. It's been quite nice. You don't realise how much more comfortable you are until you lose quite a bit of weight, essentially. Just a quick update in regards to my weight loss. So I was chatting to Mum and she said that I should probably start mentioning what I've lost and what I haven't. So this week I've only lost a pound, which is a bit disappointing because I've been working fairly hard. Well, I think I have anyway, but those things happen and it's going to be sort of peaks and troughs every now and again. And I'm blaming the fact that I was fully clothed and I haven't been to the bathroom, so that's my excuse this week. And I'll probably wear again later on this evening, but I wanted to get an update for you guys today. So I lost a pound today at my starting weight, which was taken on the day before my LRD, liver reduction diet. I weighed 39 stone 12 pounds, which is scary. And as of today, I weigh 34 stone 11. So that is a loss of almost 6 stone, give or take. I haven't really done maths of it, which is fantastic. And obviously, I needed to keep going down. I wanted to keep going down, so I need to be a bit more keeping an eye on what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. I think because I'm on real food, it's a lot harder to sort of, not harder, but I've been eating more regularly. I'm trying to keep an eye on what I'm eating and how much I'm eating still, and I'm still scared about that. But it is one of those things. But yeah, so that's where I'm at the moment. I'm down pretty well at the moment. A lot of it seems to be off my tummy, which is nice. I would show you before and after, but I don't think anybody wants to see that right now, and I don't especially, so I'm not gonna. But yeah, I'm a lot flatter than I was, which is nice. Still need to keep working on what I'm doing and stuff, so that is the plan. of action moving forward. I have to keep an eye on my diet, obviously. I'm still on soft and crunchy, and I think I'm going to stay on that for a little bit longer. These last few days, I've been feeling a bit more sort of sick and a bit more sort of, I don't know what, I can't really describe the feeling, but it's sort of all around sort of my abdomen and I mean it's almost into my chest, a bit like sicky and sort of funny. So I'm just gonna keep taking the meds, and I'm gonna keep eating little bits because yeah, it's just not been pleasant really. I've been drinking more. I've been trying to drink more anyway. I bought myself a new bottle, much to Mum's discreet annoyance. So I've got another metal bottle, which I didn't need because I've got about 12, but I got a new one, so I've been drinking out of that, just like squash and water. So I've been trying to keep an eye on that. That's a litre bottle, so that's what I've been trying to drink 2 of at least a day, which is slow but getting there. Yeah, so it's been that sort of, that's all really that's been happening the last couple of days. Bathroom still hit and miss, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. And yeah, it's just my little update in regards to my weight loss and stuff, and how things are going. A lot of my thoughts this week have really been around sort of spiritual matters and more religion-y things, so I won't share too much of that today because I know that this is my weight loss journey, not my just in general diary, but there has still been a lot of thought, obviously, in regards to weight loss and what I want to do and how I'm going to progress and things like that. I had a look. I was doing a bit of doom scrolling yesterday, and a couple of bits of clothing popped up, and it looked really nice. And I was like, I'm not buying any clothes. I can't buy any more clothes. But I did like them, and it was quite nice on Sunday actually. Sort of getting dressed up a little bit and putting my trousers on, and they went on with ease. And then by the end of the service, they were falling down to the point where I was having to hold them up, which is annoying in a good way. I found that with a lot of my clothes at the moment, they tend to just keep falling down because there's a definite loss around the middle, which is nice. And some clothes that didn't fit, I haven't tried on yet. I'm still too nervous to try on, but I've got a few shirts and I've got a few pairs of trousers that I bought a little while ago and they didn't quite fit, and I'm like, well, I wouldn't mind trying them, but at the same time I'm a bit nervous to do so. Me and clothes have never really got on. And I don't know what this stereotype is, but there seems to be this general consensus, especially when you're trying to buy clothes, that fat people don't have fashion sense. So you get given, so the options and the choice that you have are just bloody awful. So it's trying to make the best of a bad lot, as it were. I don't know why that is, but yeah, my general findings over the many years I've been a fat person is that apparently fat people don't have style. I'm not quite sure where that came from really, but so the bits that I have got, I've tried to sort of get things that I like, and obviously, and trying to be a bit more sort of hip and happening. But it's very hard, as I say. I've got a few bits and pieces in there that I've got, and I'm sort of looking towards trying them on a bit more and stuff a bit later, but not right now because I'm still scared. Me and clothes have always had a battle, and I know many people can attest to taking me shopping and hating every second of it because I'm a horrible shopper. If I'm buying for somebody else, I can do it no problem. I actually like buying for other people. Brings me sort of satisfaction and joy. But buying for myself, hate it at all, in every sort of way, shape or being. So never mind. So yeah, that's just really what's been going on this week. Just a lot of not feeling particularly great, like tummy wise. Yeah, and sort of trying to eat and not eat at the same time. Like I say, when I'm like, oh, I've been eating, I don't mean I've been like binging or anything. It's just eating dinner or just normal meals essentially, like a bowl of cereal. But I'm having like a tea plate sort of size bowl of cereal, or like crackers with pate on. So all the stuff that I'm sort of allowed to eat and what I need to eat. And just that, it's just trying to make sure that I'm trying not to overindulge, but at the same time, I know that my tolerances have increased slightly because they're meant to. You're not going to be on like 2, 3, 4 tablespoons of food for the rest of your life. Your stomach is going to heal, and it's then going to expand a little bit, and it's going to be able to sort of take more and whatnot, and that's okay. It's just making sure that I stay on track, and that's what I'm trying to do. But everything I eat at the moment seems to give me almost like heartburn, or like acid reflux almost. So it's sort of like a double-edged sword. Like I need to eat something because obviously you need to eat, but at the same time, me eating makes me feel actually quite ill. So I don't know. We will try and work that one out, I suppose, as it goes. It's nice being back at work, even if it is only for 3 hours at the moment. Gives me that sense of normality back again, which I've been striving for. Being off work for sort of 6, 7 weeks in recovery, it's it's like when you go on, like, I suppose kids on summer holidays, almost like the first couple of weeks you're loving it, and then the sort of last few weeks, sort of like, when I'm bored now, I've done everything I want to do. What else is there left me to do, really? So, same principle, really, but kind of anyway, except when it comes to recovery, obviously, you got to go on what your body says. And although the mind is willing, the body's still like, what are you doing to me, you idiot? I'm still not there yet. So, it's just trying to listen to both and gauging an even footing on both, really. As far as wounds and stuff go, they're all sort of fairly well healed now. It's quite nice. Like, I've got patchwork on my tummy from where I had various incisions. I've got 5 mini scars. But other than that, they all seem sort of fairly well recovered and fixed, as it were. The one that was the issue seems to be fine as well now, so can't really complain in that regard. And everything seems to be going back on track. I still need a haircut. I still need a shave. Still haven't done it. It is on my to-do list, and my hair looks like crap today. It actually looks more greasy than it has done in a while, but that's because I haven't washed it in a couple of days. I have noticed, though, since cutting out the greasy food, that my hair has taken a sort of a positive from that. You don't realise how much food affects a lot of things, even things that you don't really think about. And being an avid takeaway eater, as you can tell by my current physique, not my previous one, you would have definitely told, but from this current chubby face, you can tell that I do like my food. Never denied that I haven't, and I was a big fan of takeaways, but you don't realise how much the grease affects everything, not just like your stomach and your organs and your arteries and all that jazz, but it also affects your skin, it affects your hair, it affects pretty much anything and everything you can think of. So having a bit of a detox from that and cutting out that rubbish, it's definitely had a positive effect. Obviously, like I say, my hair's greasy today, but that's because I haven't washed it in a couple of days because I've been a bit of a tramp. But that's just me, that's not my diet currently. Actually, my main concern at the moment with this diet, and it has been since I started it, is one of the side effects is you can lose your hair because you're not getting enough nutrients. And as much as I am not one for styling my hair, I do like my hair. It's thick, it's long, and if I didn't have any, I'd look like an egg. So my general concern was that it would start thinning and I'd start losing it, and as of the moment, and I am going to touch wood here, superstition and all that jazz, is there's been some increased hair on my pillow, shall we say, but nothing to the point where I'm like pulling out handfuls, so that's a positive. And I'm keeping an eye on it, and I'm keeping it well looked after and whatnot and stuff. But it's definitely been a concern. I didn't realise I was so vain, I suppose, but you don't really realise these things until it becomes an issue, potential issue. I suppose I've always been some vain in some sort of way. That's why I grow a beard, because although it looks so horrible, it doesn't really hide a majority of anything. It makes me feel better because it hides the fact I've got a fat chin. It makes me feel like it hides the fact I've got a fat chin. It doesn't, but it makes me feel better. So we do the things that make us feel better and more confident, I suppose. Well, as you can tell, I can't grow a beard to save my life. It comes in patchy and gross, but it just makes me feel a bit more confident because it feels like I'm hiding my fatness, which is ridiculous because growing a patchy beard on a fat chin doesn't actually hide the fact that the whole body is. But hopefully, as we continue to progress, that will slowly get slimmer, and my body will get slimmer, and my thoughts will get better, and my mindset on how I think of my body will get better. Because at the moment, I'm on a knife edge, as it were. No, not knife edge is the wrong word because that sounds drastic. But I'm just at a point where I still hate my body, but at the same time, I'm starting to notice differences that I'm liking at the same time. So there's definitely peaks and troughs to it, as it were. But that is the way this is going to go. There's going to be constant ups and downs and mental battles and physical battles. So we keep moving and we keep progressing to try and just win, essentially. This is going to be an ongoing war for as long as I can. I think for the rest of my life. I'm going to be on meds the rest of my life. I'm going to be watching what I eat for the rest of my life. So it's just making sure that I am ready for this long haul. But I'm at the start of it, and I seem to be keeping pace as best I can. So just hope I can carry on. There's going to be down days. There's going to be up days. I had a pretty down day the other day. I just felt bad. But I've noticed my coping mechanisms are changing, because it used to be that if I had a bad down day, then I'd sort of resort to food, and obviously I can't do that anymore because I can't eat what I used to, and I don't want to eat what I used to 90% of the time. Like, there's been other times where I'm like, oh, I wouldn't mind this, I wouldn't mind that, but I know it's things that I need to avoid if I want to succeed, and I want to succeed more than I want to cheat, essentially. Don't get me wrong, I have had a takeaway, and it was crap, and I regretted it. I didn't regret it so much. I had chicken from a from a fish and chip shop, rotisserie chicken from a chip shop with curry sauce. That was all I had, and I only managed to eat like a chicken leg, if that. So it was I didn't eat a lot, and it was greasy, and it didn't really taste very nice. So in that regard, it's sort of like one of those things that I've been craving for a while. Had it, realised, didn't really want it. So there's sort of, there's that. Drinks wise, I haven't had a fizzy drink in, 2 months almost now. I've been drinking a lot more water and a lot more squash, so just trying to sort of change what I've been drinking, and in that regard it's okay. Like, the squash is a bit hit and miss sometimes, because I found that my tolerance for sweet has definitely changed. So if it's all no added sugar, the squash that I'm drinking anyway, or sugar free, but they've still got that sweetness, if it's artificial or what, but there's still a sweetness to it. So it definitely sort of, my tolerances have changed. So I've got water as well, because that seems to be a little bit more neutral. Obviously, there's no taste of it, but water is. But you try and explain the flavours of water. I'm not gonna. better men than me have tried, and I'm not going to give it an attempt. But so yeah, that's my little waffle really this week. It's been a waffle. Yeah, hope you've all had a good week. As I say, I wanted to just share a bit of an update in regards to my weight loss and how things are going. Clothes are looser, tummy smaller, hair's still intact. We're all good in that regard. I'll find a better angle next week, because at the moment I've just got you sort of my phone perched on the desk and I'm looking down at you, which is not ideal for everyone involved. But I'll change that. Sorry, you can see the blinking in my glasses. Right there. That's my laptop telling me I need to log in because I've logged out because I've been talking too long. So I'm going to log back in and finish off work for the day, and then we'll go from there. But for today, I will leave you be. So if you can hit me with a like, with a subscribe, we're one away from 20. Let's get to 20, and then to 30, and then to 50, then to 100, then 1,000,000. Yeah, that's how escalation works. But yeah, if we can get to 20, that'd be fantastic. If we can get further than that, even better. We'll keep pushing forward. I'll keep bothering you weekly with my waffles, which is what they seem to be at the moment. And we will, catch up again next week. If anything happens, obviously I'll drop a video through the week, and it'll all be combined into one jumble of me sitting here talking to a phone. But I appreciate you all. I'm grateful for you sitting there taking the time to listen and watch my video. I know you don't have to, but I appreciate it. I know a lot of it is nonsensical rubbish, but this is just the things that go around in my head that I find need to come out, and this is my outlet. And I appreciate you taking the time to listen. So I will leave you for today. As I say again, as the video is about to say, like, subscribe, and leave a comment, leave a question, whatever you feel like doing. I'll catch you again soon. Bye bye.